Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. How y'all doing this morning? Well, today we're going to play a little board game, and it's going to be Stranger Things Upside Down, a game designed by Rob Davio and published by Simone Games. Is it Simone or is it Come On? I don't know. It's pronounced. So we're going to be playing a three-player hand. So let's get down to here and see what's going on. All right. Our players today are going to be Joyce Byers right here. And she's out here, starts in the Byers house up here. And Joyce gets to move one. She gets her starting locations there, moving one. She gets a +1 whenever she's doing a rescue will thing down here. Okay, then we have Mike Wheeler. Mike is up here at the Wheeler house. Okay, and he gets a movement of 1. And he's starting locations there. He may perform an help 11 action in any location without a foe. So to help 11, you need to be there normally or there, but he can do it in any location because he's got the walkie-talkie, I guess. Then we got Jim Harper, and Jim, he's if any character in your location gains fear, you may take some of it or all of it. And Jim's up here in the police station. And we got the Demogorgon starting down here at the upside down part at the school. And then we got 2 patrols. I'm gonna put them on their side so you can see them a little better. These are the Hawkins Laboratory upside down patrols that are bad news for people. We got a spare of these out here. All right, so we're gonna get started. So we're gonna go left to right here, and I'm just gonna use a blank chip to remind me who's up. Okay. Yeah. And then if there's anything that's you can't see on here, I'll try to tell everybody what's going on during the game. Okay, so Joyce is up there and says the first thing she wants to do is she wants to try to get an ally. So she's got to depend. She's got to look at her cards first of all, and she's got to lay down a sufficient number of cards to beat whatever the totals are these. They're numbered 0 to 5, I believe, or 3 or 4. So then there's 3 tokens there. So that could be like 15 in there. Well, so she's going to play. She's going to be dangerous here right off the beginning. She's going to play 6. Now, she better play all 9, she says. She wants this ally pretty bad. She wants Jonathan to be with her, Jonathan Byers. All right, so we're going to flip him over and see how she did. There's a 1, a 3, and a 7. So she wins it. All right. So these are going into the extra tray. She's going to get Jonathan here. And Jonathan counts as having a character in your location. Now, what that means now is she has him. I'm going to put him down here. She can have as many characters as you want, but you can only have 2 items. Anytime she uses a card that has this on it, if you're in a location with somebody else, that counts as an extra 1 towards it. So this would have been 3. Okay. And so that's going to be a really, really powerful thing. So now she has to refill her hand to 5. I'm explaining everything as we go along the best I can here. And now, because she used these red tokens, well, first of all, let's explain. Here's 11 right here. She's in Act 1, which means that at the end of Act 1, we're going to be looking at 1 scene card. But we're going to be looking at 4 scene cards because of these 3 red ones. All right, and these are the scene cards. Let's take 2, 3, 4. Okay. Get my glasses on here. Okay, the first one, we got to do them one at a time. This says the Demogorgon strikes. Move the Demogorgon to your location. All right, it's going up here. To then any one character in your location gains one fear. So she's going to move her fear track over here. They each have a fear track. Uh, obviously can't see that. All right, so she moved it up one fear track. If you're if you're in the upside down, we're not in the upside down. So that's going to be discarded. So we're going to go look at the second one. So you got to be careful how many of these you flip. If anybody gets to the end of their fear track, game's over for everybody. Search party. Choose one patrol to move two locations towards you. Then each character discards one action card for each patrol in their location. So it just says one patrol to move two. All right, so we're gonna go here, 1, 2, and they're going up to the scrapyard. So that didn't hurt them too bad. Okay. Search again. Choose one patrol and move two locations. Okay, so this guy's moving this time up to here. Okay. Then each character discards one action for each patrol in their location. So that means Joyce, who's still her turn, has to discard one of these cards. The discards are going to be very important, but she discards that one, which is a bad card anyway. And she had previously discarded all of these, which I can't pick up. These will be the discard piles. Okay. All right. And then this one, security. Create a stack of two upside down. They're over here in a little pile. I shake them all up, and I'm going to pick two of them. There are two of them in an empty slot in the create a stack of two in an empty slot in the Hawkins laboratory slot. Here's the Hawkins laboratory slots right here, and they're not. They're already filled. Okay, so it says if all three are filled, each character gains one fear instead. Oh boy. So there goes Harper up. There goes Mike Wheeler up. We're off to a bad start because of that. And Joyce is up to 2. Okay. I'm going to bring one card up and show you what they're look. The bottom of each tableau, there's a track along here. Mike's now at the second spot because of the one that he just got. You can have a maximum of 2 items, and you can have any amount of allies. So that wasn't a good start for Joyce. Kind of messed up everybody there. Okay. So we got Mike Wheeler. Oh, but first of all, we've got to replace that ally over there with Steve Harrington. And then we got to put that cost into there. So we're going to take 3 more of these tokens out of here. I can't see them. They're upside down, and I keep them shuffled and put them in there. All right. So it's Mike Wheeler's turn, and he's up here. He says, I sure really would like to have a recruit also. So he's going to move down here, and he's going to go after. There's only 2 on this stack. Do I really have 3 on it? Oh, yeah, it's because of the cost. Okay. So Mike's going to look at his cards. It could be up to 10, huh? Oh boy, I got a lot of these things too. You can pass on anything anytime you want. Should have looked at the cards before I went there. This could be really getting us in a real bind here. All right, we're going to go for it. It's 8. There's 3 red ones down there. Ooh, all right. And it's a 4. So he's getting that ally, and this is us. Barb Holland. If you would become terrified, which means all the way at the end of your track, remove Barb from the game and reset your fear track to the start instead. Great card. Okay, but now because it owes 3, we got to deal our hand back up. 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. His hand, I should say. There's 3 in here, so we're going to discard these. Again, we're drawing 4 scene cards. If we're lucky, we'll get the start of the day one. Yeah. So what this is really important for is once we cycle all through all of these cards, these are items, by the way, also, so they shouldn't have been taken now. Yeah, those last two were item cards. So they should be up here. Let me get these piles straightened up. Put these items over here. Move these actions here and give them another one there. Okay, so Mike Wheeler's going through the scene cards now. Okay, search party. Choose one patrol to move 2 locations towards you. Okay, 2 locations towards you. 1, 2. Didn't reach me. Then each character discards one for each patrol in their location. So Joyce has got a patrol in her location, so she's going to have to discard one of her action cards already. So that's going to limit her the next time. And we got security. Create a stack of 2 in the empty Hawkins slot. If all 3 slots are filled, each character gains 1 fear instead. Oh, we are doing bad with fear levels. Okay. Okay, federal patrols. Move each patrol 1 location towards you. Then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in their location. So he's moving towards them. He's moving out of here. Okay. So then each part discards 1 action card. So here we go. Mike Wheeler's discarding an action card. He's discarding through here, and I'll tell you about why that happens here in a second. Demogorgon feeds. Create a stack of 2 upside down tokens. We got 2 and an empty Demogorgon slot. Okay, so now once we cycle through all of the action cards and we have to reshuffle, then 11 is going to move over to the second phase, and in the second phase she's going to be drawing 2 scene cards. Then she's going to go to the third phase, and when we cycle through all of them in the third phase, the game is over and we lost. Okay, what this means? Okay, in these rescue will slots, mixed in randomly, are some Demogorgon counters. And you run across the Demogorgon counter, and the power of that turn is the number of these piles over here. So right now it's 5. Let's go fix this first before we move on any further. And we're gonna get Kieran Wheeler out here. That's a pretty nice one too. It says at the start of any at the start of your turn, any one character in your location may lose 1 fear. So if you're problem, get her. One of the house rules that I made is that a person cannot complete the same action 2 times in a row. Now, she already did that, so she can't do that again. Now, when we get back over here to Joyce, she could because she did not accomplish it. All right, so here we go. That was the end for here. So we're going to Jim Hopper. Jim's up here in the there. Now, when if he moves this way, he's got to stop. If you move, this is considered a foe, and if you move into a foe spot, you must stop and fight. And I have to check the rule on that because you can leave. All right. So Jim, he's going to go. He's going to take his free move, and he's going to go down here. This says going to get an item +2. So what he's going to be doing here, he's picking the top 2 items off of the item deck. All right, and he's going to get to pick and keep one of these. This is a hazmat suit, +4 to investigate the lab. First aid, +4 to calm down. That's really good. All right, so we're going to keep the first aid kit. Remember, we can only keep 2 of them. Then we have to reshuffle this one back into the pile. And Jim is going to be done. But I think he had to give up a card, I think, so we'll have to see. No, he didn't have to give up a card. And I don't think you have to you don't discard anything that's left in your hand. You draw up to your hand and his hand's already up. So we are back to Joyce Byers again over here. Joyce has got to start looking for a little bit of help. She really would like to have Steve Harrington, but she's only got 4 cards now, too. All right, so I only got 3 cards because she's lost. So what she's going to do, she can move out of there. She can fight him and move out of there. So she's going to move out of there with her 1, and it's going to say, calm down. I'm going to get the rule book so I can explain that to you better. So what that means, she's going to look at her cards, and for the total number that she puts down there, now remember, this is like having a friend. So she's going to use this 2 card with this one, so to get 3, which means when she's going to be able to reduce her fear by 3. 1, 2, 3 gets her back to 0. She discards this card. She's going to draw back up to 5. I forgot something with Harper too. 1, 2, 3. So we'll go back to Hopper. He doesn't have to draw a scene card because of 11 up there. Okay, so let's do Hopper's scene card first. Okay, through the walls. Each character in a location without another character gains 2 fear. Holy mackerel. Each one of them is going to gain 2. And that's going to be before her. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So then we did her -3, 1, 2, 3. She might have done more if she'd have known that. My mistake. So now we got to do for her. And she only gets 1 scene card also. Demogorgon feeds. Create a stack of 2 in the Demogorgon and an empty Demogorgon slot. Well, we've got to start doing some work, eh? This, okay. So that's it for Joyce. She's got her down a little bit, but Mike Wheeler's now needing some help. She's got that barb though, but he's got to be careful. Where's he at? Mike Wheeler's right there. He picked up a barb last time, and so he's got to get away from that patrol car that just went here. So he's going to get an item. He's going to go over here, and he's going to get the item thing also. 1, 2. Okay, we got the hazmat suit again. This one we got a baseball bat to fight. Okay, we're going to take the baseball bat. Shuffle this one back in again. Okay, and his card level is 3, so he's got to draw up to his cards. And he's going to get 1 scene because of 11. Okay, they're everywhere. Move the closest patrol 2 location towards you. Then discard the top 3 cards of the action deck. That's 2 locations towards me. Where am I? Oh, right there, huh? 1, 2. So they're both in there now. Discard 3 from the action deck. If any patrol action deck, if any patrol is in your location, if there are less than 3 cards, oh, discard the top 3 cards if the patrol's in your location, which it was. If there are less than 3 cards, do the rest of the deck instead. So that one's over. Mike's finished. Hopper says, "My, you guys are making life tough on me." Hopper, which way you want to go here? He's got to get out of there. Right. Hopper, he's going to take his one move. He's going to go back up to the police station. He's going to gather information or get an item, but he's going to gather info. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay. Going to look at his cards and he's going to get some numbers here. 1, 3, 3. Don't want to get rid of those threes, does he? Okay, so he's going to get rid of these two cards, this 1 and this 3 here, to allow him to turn over the top card in 3 uh, areas. Let's double check. Yeah, as many stacks as the action value. Okay, so 3. What do we need to be doing here? Well, we gotta be doing this here. We gotta be working on this. Okay, and I'll explain to you why. We beat that, and then we get to ignore one of those scene cards every time. So Jim's fine there. Okay, and he's got to draw up to 2, and there's one scene card coming out. Oh man, the strikes. Move the Demogorgon to your location. Then any one character in your location gains 1 fear. Any one character. We don't have no other characters. If you're in the upside down, the character the number of Demogorgon stacks instead. Wow, that would be powerful. So there's nobody in our location. All right. So we're back over here again to Joyce Byers. Joyce is up here. She just came over here and calmed down. She can't do that again. She got to go up here. She wants an ally, another ally, but does she really? She can't move into that place where that van is. And she can move 1, but she can move 2. But how you do that? You pay extra for the move. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of these two cards that he just used. Did I fill them back up? Yeah. So she's gonna use an extra one, and so she's going here and here, and she's gonna. No, where was she? Right here? Yeah, I think she was right here. So she's. I was going to the wrong place. I wanted to go to the laboratory. So it's going to the laboratory. She's going to play that 2-1 there. So that could be 7. But she's going to say, I want to play it with these 6. Because I don't believe that's a 5 down there. So she's playing a 6, 2, and 4. So she wins that. Okay. That was a good move by her. All right. So now we're going to get to do a -1. I'll explain that to you when we get to the place. So she's going to discard these 3. She's going to bring her hand back up. Now, L's going to say, we need 1 scene. But she's going to say, hold on a minute now. You can't because I just did this. So just ignore 1 scene. So no scenes at this time. Great move. All right. Here we go. This is Will Meyer. You got to fight him or get out of there. All right. Will says, I'm going to go over here then, and I'm going to do this 3-1. And Will, does he have that? No. Okay, so he's going to do 6. Well, that might not be enough. Well, we're going to try it. 6, 3, for 2 is 5, and Will pulls off another victory for this row here. So he's going to discard 3. Going to card back up again. And we're not going to look at any scenes. Why? Because L says yes, but they say no. Now we get to reduce 2 scenes. So now we're starting to cook. Okay, Hopper. He says, I'm going over here and take my 1 move, but I'm going to pay 1 because I want to move over to there and try to get an ally. So I don't have any. Give me a 1 card. He's got a 1 card. So he's paying the 1, getting away from the Demogorgon. 1, 2. Then this is a 3 card one for Steve. He'd like to have Steve too. 3, 6. Let's go with this 9. Got a red one, but that's not gonna hurt us this time. 4, 6, 8, and he does it. He takes Steve into his companionship. Now Steve says, ignore the first fear you gain during any turn. That's a pretty nice card to have too. So it's discarding all of these. He's going to card back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right next to him. Some of these are offsides. You can't see them, but they're there. All right. And so that was, I don't know why I did Jim Hopper. Should have been Joyce Byers. No, it was Hopper. I just didn't move it that time because I did him and her. Okay. So Hopper is back up. L says, let's draw one. He said, no, we're not drawing one. We got 2 of those down there, but we got to fill the ally up again. And this is with the 2. And this one says, ignore one scene during your turn. Nice. Let's mix them up. So we don't know what they are. And we'll put 2 out there for the cost. Those are dead. Okay. Now it's Joyce. Joyce, what do you want to do, Joyce? Joyce says, I think I'd like to move over here and get an item. Okay. So she's going to have to pay 1 to get an item. And all she's got is 2, so go figure that. Well, let's use this 2 here to get the item. All right, she only gets to draw the top item. And she draws that hazmat suit again. 4 to investigate the lab. That would have been handy before. I mentioned you can only get 2 items, but if you get an item that you like and you already have 2 of it, you can cover 1 up. So she's discarding that card there. She's up in her hand at 2. And we're moving on to Mike Wheeler. Mike, where you at, buddy? I want to use Barbia. So we're going to go over here and calm down. All right. He's going to calm down. He's looking at his cards. And let's see what he's going to do. He's going to calm down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Gets him way down there to there. So he's got his cards. He has to draw up. That's the last 2 of the dad deck. We're going to discard these 2. And we're going to say, she says, 1, 1. Well, we're not going to do 1 because of that there. But we are reshuffling the action deck. Quick time out here. Okay, so the action deck has been reshuffled. L has been moved over to the second act. And that was Mike Wheeler that just did that. So this is Jim Hopper again. Jim's up there. He got his ally last time, so he can't use it. All right. And so he says, what do I want to do? He says, let's go over here. Jim says, let's go over here and use the get to calm down, not calm down, get item. Okay, so we gotta play a card. You gotta play 1 card anyway. So he plays the 1 card. And you're getting the top item here. This time he's getting a blindfold. This is +2 to help 11. On one of these help 11 ones, he's going to get a +2 on that. That's pretty nice there, right there. Okay, so he used 1 card, so he's got to draw back up there and 1. And L says, okay, Act 2, we got to draw 2 scenes, but no, because we got 2 we can ignore. Very good. Okay. Joyce Byers knocked her she was down, knocked her fear thing off the track. All right, Joyce, you're over there. What do you want to do? Joyce says, you know what? I want to go up here and get another ally. Okay. So Joyce is looking at her cards. She says that could be as high as 10. So we're going to use a 3. And then we got 3, but she's got the bonus because of Jonathan. So that's a 6. Let's go with this 8. See if we can do it with these 8. These are red ones here. We really don't want to use them right away. See if we can do it with this 8. Oh, yeah, we got it made. 5. Man, bingo. So Officer Powell is going as one of her allies and says, "We'll ignore one scene during your turn." So that's nice. So we're going to she's got to refill her hand. Discard these cards. I'm a little slow so I don't make too many mistakes for you and everything. Okay, so it's 2 scenes, but this is blocking. Plus she's got that 1, so she's in really good shape right now as far as scenes goes. All right, let's fill that ally back up. We're getting down to the end of the allies pretty quick here. It's another 2 ally. He's a good one to have too. Okay, we got 2. What it says is, at the start of your turn, you may remove Bunny from the game to activate any unused 11 power. Okay. All right. So we got that. That was Joyce. All right. So now we're moving over to Mike. Mike says, I don't know what I want to do. Mike says, let's go over here and investigate the lab and see if we get this done. 2, 5, 6. It's a 4 out there. What do we add 1? We're going to add 8 to it. Oh, and he makes it all right. So he makes it. He gets that. So he's going to get back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she says, all right, 2 scene cards up there plus this 1 here. That's 3 scene cards, but we got 3 to ignore right there. We're starting to cook here, folks. Starting to cook. The Hawkins gang is on the move. All right, let's see what we got going. That was him. We'll get you Mr. Hopper here. He says, "Oh, we got to get pretty strong, don't we?" There goes my telephone. All right, let's do a timeout so I can get it silenced a little bit. Okay, so Jim just did his job. His cards are stacked back up to 5. Back over to Joyce here. And she's up there. She's just got her second ally. She can't do that one again. She doesn't need to calm down. I think she wants to try to get down and she's gonna look at her cards. She can move 1. She's gonna play a 2 move card. Okay, and then she's gonna go like this. She's going to use her 1 and then 1, 2 to get down here. It can help 11 out or get an item. All right, so she says, I'm gonna get an item because that might help me out. So I'm gonna get the item. I gotta pay 1 for it, and I don't have a 1, so I hate to use a 2. All right, she says, I'm gonna try for this telekinesis. Okay, and she's gonna be using. She's got Jonathan, so that becomes a 3. That becomes a 3 for 6. So she has 10. Help telekinesis here. 4. Oh, trouble. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. She pulls off a miraculous one. Why is that important? It says discard 2 Demogorgon stacks. I always play that you got to go work your way back up. Oh, right to left. So these 2 stacks here are gone. All right, good job for her. So now she's got a card back up to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Al says, I need two, and she says, I got three, so that's five, and we're only minus a three, so we're gonna be getting two scenes here. See how, gotta watch this stuff like crazy in this game. Stacks back up again. All right, so here's the first one. We haven't hit the end of the day yet. Toxic. Each character in the Upside Down must remove one of their items from the game or gain two fear. Well, she's the only one in the Upside Down, so she's going to remove the. Oh, her fear was down anyway. She's going to remove this hazmat suit. I have a tendency of knocking her stuff around over here. And luckily I know where that was. Okay. So you don't want the fear. That lab's done, so she don't really need it anymore. Demogorgon feeds. Create a stack of two in the empty Demogorgon slot. Oh boy, we just got them opening up. We just got them start clearing them out. Okay. All right. Says that wasn't real good. Okay, Mike, where you at? Over there on the phone at the lab. You just did some good stuff over there. And okay, so he said, I'm gonna go over here and get an item. I'm gonna pay one for that item. Hopefully I got a one in there and I got a one. Okay, so he's gonna get the top item off of the item deck. And he's got a camera, +3 to investigate the lab. Okay, there's the lab right there. But this is a lab. It doesn't say which one, so maybe that can use them in either lab. Okay. All right. So he did that. He used one up. He's got a card up. And he's got a discard. We better start working on well because we're halfway through the second, almost halfway through the second scene. And there's only one. There's two, and we can plan as three. So there's no scenes. Jim Hopper. Okay. So it's all up there. Might as well get over here and try to get this ally here. He's pretty cool. All right. And let's see what we're gonna. There's two cards out there. Let's see what we got going here. Oh boy, a lot of ones. All right. So we're gonna use all 8 of them because we'd like to have here. And there's one red in there. 4. Ooh, 7 just made it. Just made it. So he's in there, and that's his second ally. Okay. All right, so let's before we do anything, before we forget again, let's fill the ally back up. He can't play that one again. We're going to do 2, mixing them up here. My little tray I got going here. Actually, it's just part of the game. All right, so Jim did that. He's got to discard these cards. He's got a card back up the 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 scenes coming up, but 3 ignored. Very well. Good job, Jim. Joyce, you're down here. Do you dare try another one of these? Okay. That's a good one there. We got to get rid of a patrol. We should get rid of these patrol cars are not moving. Okay. I can't get over there because I got to stop and then I play fight if you go into one of them. All right, Joyce. So they're down here. Okay, you got a lot, but you could be that's worth 5. This could be terrible. What do we want to do? This is Joyce. Okay, so she says, "All right, I'm going to move 2. I'm going to move 2. We get a nice 2 card to move with. Yeah, this one won't hurt us. I'm going 1, 2, and I'm going to get an item. All right. So she says, I'm going to get an item. Says just lost my last item. So we're going to get, and this time she's picking up snacks. +3 to calm down. That's pretty nice too. All right, so she played one card. She has to discard it, and she has to draw back up to 5. No scenes. 2 plus minus 3 is there. So Joyce is done. Okay, Will. Okay, sorry for that pause. Will fought that and he lost. He bet 8. There was 11 in the stack. So because of the difference, he got 3 fear put on him, and one of the stack was shuffled and got done away with. So we know that the most can be 9. All right, we just put his hand back up to 5. He used 3 fears this time, 3 fear cards. And L's at 2, so that's 5. All right, we're discarding those. It's 5, so we're going to get 2 scene cards this time. Okay, toxic. Each character in the upside down must remove one of their items from the game or gain 2 fear. Nobody's in the upside down right now. We just moved out of there. That's good. Okay, and then we got Papa. Discard all upside down from any unused 11 power without activating it. Oh boy, without activated. All right, we're going to discard this one without activating it. That was, I hate to lose those powers. All right, so he's done. Jim Hopper. Jim says, okay, I got 2 allies. I'm going to leave these allies for somebody else. 1, 2, 3 to get down to this laboratory again. Okay, so this is, I'm going to move down here, and I'm going to calm down, and I'm going to use this card here. This is plus 4. So I'm going to calm down all the way to my beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, without using a card. So we got 2 minus 3. Okay, that's fine. So he's done. Joyce. Okay, she's doing fine. She's going to go down here with her 1, and she's going to fight this patrol again. Or see if she can help out there. So we got 3, 6. We know it could only be 9 because we were paying attention the last time. Okay, so what we're doing here, 1, 2, 3, 8. So we beat it. We throw that over there. Now, what does this mean? Let me read it for you. Okay, so what that means is discard the stack, move the patrol card to any location on the board. All right, let's get this patrol card since we've been working up here, way down here, so he doesn't come up to us. Okay, on the board, and immediately refills the patrol slot with 4 from the patrol section. Patrols can never be eliminated as a result of fight, but may be removed from as a blast. Down here, you can remove one from the game. All right, so we're gonna shake them up. Yeah, we're gonna put 4 out there. So she got one of the cars. This got called out, made a call, got it dispatched out. So she got to fill back up her hand with 3 cards. We're in bad shape, folks. I can tell that right now. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Go down there and put some remarks down there. Hit the like button. Put some remarks. It's a pretty cool game. Tell me what different strategies you would have used. Do you like my thing about not being able to do the same thing twice by a character? All right, so she had 2, and Elle's got 2, so that's 4. Minus the 3 that we got over here in the lab. And here we go. So it's 1. Through the walls, each character in a location without another character gains 2 fear. That is only Jim Harper. So Jim's gaining 2. Good thing he just got calmed down, huh? How's that? How you like that? How that worked? Okay, here's Will. Okay. He says, well, I would like to get rid of that other car. So Will says, well, I just beat her. I just helped her a little bit. Well, I'm starting to get my thing up. My what do you call it? Fear up there. So I think I'm going to go up here to calm down right here. I get the free move. I got to make sure I read this right. Okay, so that means I'm going to get a +2 on top of whatever I want to play. I want to go 4. So we know we want to play 2. We're going to play this one here because it's not going to hurt us. Okay, we're going to get 2, so we're going to calm down and get it 1, 2, 3, 4 back to the start for him. We got to pull our hand back up. We're not going to get nothing because 3 and 3 we're equal there. We're moving over to Hopper again. Hopper says, I'm going to get a little brave, I think. My fear is down. So we're going to go 1, 2, so it means I got to pay 1. And there it is, the 1 for that move. We're going to go here to this 3 here. We're going to go 3, 5, 8, 10. This is a help out 11. There's a 2, 4. We got it. We got it. 7. All right. Now this removes a patrol from the game, and so we're taking care of this patrol card and get him out of the game. But he's got to action back up on 2, 3, 4. He is not have enough cards, so we are reshuffling ahead of getting the scene cards done, which is going to move L Act 3. Oh, now I shuffle a little hard with these sleeves on. Oh, I accidentally had a pause against. I don't know. Anyway, we were working with Joyce. She went up there to get an item. She picked this item up, this waffles. And I really looked at this one. This is ignore any one fear. I thought I was playing it wrong, but it is right. It is correct. Because one of the things I looked at said gain 1 fear. All right, so we're going to Will. We're running out of time here. This action is heating up down here. And where you at, Will? Right, you're way up there. That should have been Joyce. Okay. So Will's going over here. So look, Will's going to get a little brave again because his thing's down. He's going to be moving 2, 1, 2 down to here. Got to pay 1 for that move. And he does that. Okay, so he's going to be trying to rescue Will here. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done this, but I called it. Oh, boy. 2, 3, 6. Oh, this is never going to work. 3. Oh, and 5 is 8, 10, 14, and minus 8 that I played is 6. Well, that's going to be 6 pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so now he's going to be shuffled around. One of these is going out of the game. So this means that Demogorgon thing may go out of there, but it might show up somewhere else too now. We don't know what that was. So we'll try. Just got to discard these 5. Got to bring his hand back up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, how many of those did you play? So I should leave him there till I'm done. You didn't play any of those red ones. Okay, so there's 3 and 3. Okay, so that's an even push right there. Over to Jim Hopper. He's gonna say, I gotta get out of here. you know, or else fight this Demogorgon. Okay. What do you want to do? He says, okay, I'm gonna go over here. Move my 1. I'm gonna gain 1 fear for going down this road here. That was not good. And then we're going to fight that. Or try to rescue Will again. We got 3, 4, 6, 8. Boy, you guys are getting some bad numbers here. 4, 7, and 12. And he played 8. So that means he's getting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs help. Mike Wheeler needs help. There was no reds in here. But where did those ones just go? Right here? Yeah. So one of them is going away. We don't know what one. Watch them. There's like one of those trips in the circus. We don't know which one it is, which one it is, which one it is. We're gonna pull this one out. Okay. We're trying real hard to rescue Will, but things are not working out for us down here. Okay, we didn't restack his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the pile, the last pile. This runs out. Game's over. Okay, that was Jim. Okay, ignore the first fear that you gain every turn. So I take one of those off of there because okay. All right, we know what Hopper's going to do next. Well, let's get over to survive. This is Joyce. She's doing all right. She's way up there right now. She's got 2. See what this officer does. Start of your turn, you may discard 1 from the bottom of any Hawkins stack, even if it's the last one. There's no Hawkins lab stacks there. Okay, so that's not done. Yeah. All right, so Joyce is going to come down to she's coming down here to the laboratory, and that's where she's going to stay. She's not going to play anything. So that's 3 minus 3, and there's a wash on there. Okay, Mike Wheeler. Okay, Mike's in a little bit of problem here. Okay, so he's going to use this card. It says, if you would become terrified, if you become remove Byers from the game, but he's not terrified yet. So he's close to it. So what do you want to do here? Boy, he says, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to try to get an ally. I'm going to try to recruit her. Okay. There's how many on there? There's 3 on there, huh? All right. We didn't have to do them, so we're going to go. There's 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going for the whole shebang here. Way overspent, way overspent. All right, so they're all in there. She's coming down here. What she said, this is Barb Karen Wheeler. The start of your turn, any character in your location may lose 2 fear. I'm going to count that I can be in my location. So she did 4 of these. Let's get the hand back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She did 4 of them. What Forgot all about that. And that's 3 is 7 minus 3. So there's going to be 4 scenes. Boy, we need the end of day scene real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The first one. Wow. They're everywhere. Move the closest patrol 2 locations towards you. The closest patrol is down here because we removed that one. So we're going to towards you. Okay, if I'm going to do this correctly, I'm going to go say 1 and then 2 over here. Let's get this filled back up first. 2 more. Okay, move towards you. Then discard the top 3 cards of the action desk if any patrol car is in your location. It is not. If they're okay, so that one fizzled out on them. Demogorgon strikes. Move the Demogorgon to your location. Then any one character in your location gains 1 fear. Any one character. I'm 1 character, so I'm gaining a fear. All right, there we go. Okay. If you're in the upside down, the character, no, we're not in the upside down. End of day, finally. Reshuffle the scenes deck and move the Demogorgon to any location in the upside down. Don't draw any more scenes this turn. Finally. All right, let's get that Demogorgon moved also. Time out, I just had all the cards slide out of my hand. The Demogorgon's been moved back down here to the Byers house in the upside down. The scene deck has been reshuffled, and we're moving to Jim Hopper. Okay? And Jim is going to use at the start of the turn, at the start of your turn, you may remove Benny from the game to activate any unused 11 power. We are going to use this one right here that says reset 2 characters' fear tracks to the start. So we're going to take Mike back to start, and we're going to take myself back to start. That was great. All right, that was a great move by Jim Hopper there, folks. But he's got to get out of there. Okay. Jim's still only got 1 ally. So let's go up here and see if we can pick up Scott here. All right, so Scott's got 2. So Jim's going to be playing. Let's see what we're going to play here. We got a 3. That's a good one. We got a 6. Ah, we don't want to do that though. We're going to go 8. And he wins it. All right. So all of the allies are gone now. And this is Scott Clark. At the start of your turn, each character may reveal 1 token from either a stack or foe or from a foe in their location. Okay. All right. So he did 3. He's got a card back up again. Okay, we didn't do any of those. So it's 3 and 3. So we're breaking even on the scenes again. But we're running out of this action pile here. So we're back to Joyce. Joyce, well, you need to get going with girl. We need your help. Okay. Okay, so Joyce says, all right, I'm going down here. I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to gain 1 fear. I'm going to fight this truck for you using that stack up there. Okay, he's got this thing here. So that's a 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 5, 8, 10. Oh, 14. So she gains 3 fear. 1, 2, 3. All right. She didn't do it. So one of them's going away. Where did I just fight that at? Oh, she fought the truck. Okay. Now she's in problem. She's got a problem. Somebody's got to help her. All right, Mike, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm coming down. We gotta get rid of this truck. Help her out. Oh, we did do the 5 and we didn't reset her hand either. So it's not looking, this is looking real dim now, folks, real dim now. And he's gonna fight that there. He's fighting that. So he's got a 2, 3, 5, 7, 10. And it's an 11 and he loses it too. Gets in the, wow, unbelievable. 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 So the most we know it can be is 9 after this one, right? Okay, nobody's can this van is just kicking butt down here. So I had 3 of those come out, and 3 from her. We got to get his hand back up though first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna be ending the game with Jim Hopper, it looks like. So we had 3 of those come out, and 3 from her is 6 minus 3 is 3. They're everywhere. Move the closest patrol 2 locations towards you. Well, he's right there, so I don't have to. Then discard the top 3 cards of the action deck if any patrol is in your location. Top 3 cards of the action deck. 1, like we got a lot to do. There's only 1 card left in the action deck, folks. Okay, if they're less than 3 cards, discard the rest of the deck, okay? Choose 1 patrol and move 2 locations towards you. Then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in their location. So that's these 2 people here. All right. And each character that, oh, I did that. I just did that. They're everywhere. Oh, another patrol card towards you. Then discard the top 3 cards of the action deck. The action deck is turned over. L is out of there. Game over. Wow. Stand by. What you guys think of that? That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. There is a lot of strategy. And yes, there's a lot of luck there, but the strategy, I lost. So now I played it twice with 2 hands and I won 1 and lost 1. Now this was 3 hands and I lost. So it's a pretty cool game. I think that my families, when they play it, are really going to enjoy this because we all loved the IP when it was on Netflix. In fact, when I started playing this game, I started watching season 1 over again. Okay. And so that's it. Go down there, put some remarks down there. You like the game? What do you think about it? Do you like the IP on Netflix? Tell me about yourselves and Stranger Things. SoCal Saber saying, hit that like button on the way out. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.